Y'all, hey, welcome back to, no, there's no welcome back. Welcome to my channel, y'all. It's launch day. Welcome to Fit Danielle Eats. Thank you so much for finding me over here. And I tell you what, before we get into everything and forget what we're doing, I mean, not that we would ever do that. Okay, we always do that. Y'all go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the new channel, and hit that notification bell so you can keep up with the shenanigans. All right, so I know, same old story, same old song and dance, right? It's like, friends, we are headed oot and a boot. We gotta go, we gotta do like all the normal things. Just because we have a new channel doesn't mean we don't gotta do all our same normal things. We gotta run. Y'all remember last week? I took the bags to the recycling. Well, the recycling wasn't there. Like they had gotten rid of the recycling thing at the store. So I got to go to the other one, which is fine because I got to go up the hill anyway, because the other thing I did, I went to the Dunkin' Donuts and got coffee beans instead of ground coffee. Well, they only had 5 pounds of beans, which I've already gone through a pound of it. So I got to go back and do that. So anyway, I got runnings about to do. So I thought I would take y'all with me and we could visit, but of course I got to go pick up groceries. So let's do this. I'm gonna do my runnings about, and it's all the same old normal places we always go. So I'm gonna just do that. And then let's go back to the house and let's haul some groceries. Cause I feel like even though it's like we're the same old people, we're in a new place. So let's do a grocery haul like we're stocking the new channel. So not stalking like stalker stalking like putting good stuff in the kitchen so we can make good choices. So I'm gonna run and get my stuff, and then I'm gonna slow down because y'all, that's the popo station right there, and I am flying. So let me slow down, get up off here before y'all get me in trouble, because I think I just passed the intern. So he's oot and a boot, so I do not need him driving by me, pulled over, getting a ticket. So let me go do my things, and then I'll meet y'all back at the house. We'll haul some groceries, we'll lift some weights, we'll make some things. We'll just make a party out of it, all right? So I'll see y'all back there in a little while. All right, y'all, we have obviously made it to the house. I had to let the furry felons out for a little comfort break. So here they come. I've unloaded the groceries, got them set up on the counter. I have to tell y'all this. So we have, I might show y'all a before and eventually after of this, but I might not because it's really bad. We have, hang on, let me get y'all set up. I cannot do this and talk. Oh, hang on. I got to get beans for the felons. This is not good. All right. You know what? I'm gonna grab them a bean while we're talking because I bought beans. So anyway, we have to call it a flower bed in the front yard is an insult to flower beds worldwide. We have what should be a flowered bed, but it's really just this overgrown, absolute dumpster fire of like a wildlife refuge spot in our front yard. And it's been very, very bad. Sorry, hang on. It's been very, very bad for years. So the intern finally called a landscape place to come and look at it and give him an estimate to like pull up all the what's happening out there and hang on. And plant just some like couple evergreen trees, some stuff that we just don't have to mess with. You know what? I will show y'all it's not even really a fully before because the intern has already started going at it with his, I don't even know what he's got out there. But anyway, it's such a mess that the intern's like, I just want things that'll look good without us messing with them because obviously we're not going to do nothing with it. Well, he called me with the estimate of what it's going to cost to do it. And it's a lot, which we know, like I told him what I thought it was going to be, and it's almost exactly what I thought it was going to be. It's a lot. It's a lot of money. So he knew, and it needs to be done. So he was trying to act fussy about it. And so I let him fuss for a minute, and I said, well, honey, you know what? Just tell them never mind, and you and I can it'll be a fun project for us to do together this summer. which I thought he would like instantly be like, that is a horrible idea, honey, no. And he was like, well, you know, it's a lot of work. And I said, no, honey, that's a terrible idea. I knew it was a terrible idea when I said it. He's like, oh, thank God. Thank God. I thought you had lost your mind. So anyway, I was going to say that's why it took me so long to get back to y'all, but y'all don't know how long it took me to get back to you. But anyway, that's why it took so long to get back to you, because I had to talk to the intern about what we will not be doing together this summer. So anyway, to talk about these groceries. So I have them laid out here. Did I say I tried to organize them? I say this every time, and they're never organized because you start, I don't know, there's cross-referencing and I just don't even know what. So let me get us on this other camera. All right, let's just go through these in, I don't know, some kind of order. So my frozens are over here. I got salmon, of course. And I got some frozen veggies. I got broccoli. Y'all, I don't even try to buy, like some stuff I try to buy fresh. I don't even try to buy fresh broccoli anymore. I just buy frozen broccoli. And I got some frozen spinach because I want to make that, remember the spinach dip we made a few, was it months ago now? I don't know how long ago it was. But that spinach dip we made that was real good, I'm going to make that again. So I got spinach. I ordered, y'all know how I love that Halo Top ice cream, but I only like the salted caramel, and like the peanut butter one I kind of like, but I really like the salted caramel, so that's the only one I order anymore. So if they're out of that, I just don't get it. And they were out of that, so I just didn't get it. So anyway. I got frozen sliced mushrooms. Sometimes I buy fresh mushrooms for the intern, and sometimes we just do the frozens. I got ground turkey, which all of that stuff, so far everything is 0 points. I believe the salmon counts for bites, and I know that my ground turkey, I might just count points when I eat ground turkey instead of bites, because it's 0 points. But it has bites. I think it's maybe like 2 bites for 3 ounces or something. Y'all, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Y'all stop it. I know it don't work that way. But anyway, so I got 99% lean ground turkey. I'm going to make some meatballs and stick them in the fridge because the weekend is coming. And y'all know I get busy working on the weekends and don't cook. So those are my frozens. I got sandwich stuff. I got ham and turkey. Now each one of these is a point or a bite per ounce of sandwich turkey or sandwich ham. I've heard tell, we've talked about this before, that you can get deli turkey that's just sliced turkey, like no sodium, no nothing added to it, and it's 0 points. I don't go through all that, I just count the points. I got my unsweet, plain old Silk almond milk. And I use this for whatever baking, anything that I do that requires milk, I use my Silk almond milk. I got, now this, y'all know this is breakfast right here. I used up all of my fat-free cheese because I use fat-free cheese in all the things. So I got some shredded mild cheddar, fat-free cheese. I got eggs. I debated getting eggs, but then I was like, if I'm out of eggs, I don't know what I will eat. So I got eggs and Thomas's light multi-grain English muffins, and I have in the freezer, I have the Canadian bacon. Like the intern got me the 2-pack things of Canadian bacon from the Sam's Club, so I still have Canadian bacon. So y'all know that right there is my breakfast sandwich. And I know I told y'all this, I've been making my eggs, like the breakfast sandwich eggs. So in the morning, I work out like I do a whatever, how many ever minute ride, like however much time that I have to work out. I save 10 minutes to make breakfast, do my ride, come in, toast a English muffin, zap my egg and Canadian bacon, throw it on my English muffin, let the furry felons have a comfort break, get upstairs, throw that down my gullet, and all of that takes me 10 minutes. So all I need is 10 minutes to do a breakfast. And so I can use all of the rest of the time to ride and then get back to work. So that's my breakfast right there. And like I said, I have the Canadian bacon in the fridge. I'm going to move these BEANS that I just gave the felons one of, and they're going to lose their minds. This, honest to God, y'all, this is the only sound that Felon Daisy can hear is the bean bag rattling. She is stone deaf otherwise. But I bought 2 bags of beans for them because no humans aren't allowed to eat fresh beans in my house. The beans are for the dogs. I got plain Greek yogurt, of course, non-fat plain Greek yogurt. This too I've been using because Felon Bo still has just a little bit of his Dance with the Coyote medicine that he's taken. And he is a pain to give medicine to. So I give him a bite of yogurt, and while he's eating the yogurt, I shoot the medicine in the back of his mouth. I know it's evil. I don't care. It gets the medicine in him without me having to wrestle with him. So, and I mean, I keep yogurt around anyway. I got the plain Greek yogurt for making stuff and for poisoning the dog. And I got the single serving flavored Greek yogurts. These I will grab depending on my mornings. I'll still eat my breakfast sandwich, but I'll also sometimes have one of these with the banana, just depending on how long my morning is going. These are 2 points or 2 bites, but I don't care because it's worth it. Eat that with a banana and it tides me over until whatever's gonna happen happens. I got the Sara Lee Delightful Bread. Y'all, I love this one. The intern will even eat this and he only fusses a little bit, so it's worth it. I got pickles because I love pickles, and y'all know the issue I was having with, so in case you don't know, about, I don't know how many months ago, it was like the middle, like June of last year, I got myself all stove up, like I did something to myself, hurt my leg, hurt my back, it all like started working in together and I could not move, but I kept working out, riding the bike, lifting weights, and it kept getting worse and worse and worse. So my workouts were becoming, like I was still working out, but I just wasn't working out as hard. So when I was working out really hard, I was really good about drinking electrolyte drinks and doing the things I needed to do to keep my, like my sodium intake up, keep my electrolytes in balance. Well, I had stopped doing that because I wasn't working out as hard. Well, after months and months of rehab, I'm finally feeling better. I can finally do a little bit more aggressive of a workout. So I've started glowing again when I work out. So losing salt, let that get ahead of me. So I got not dehydrated, like had to go to the hospital falling out dehydrated, but like serious muscle cramps dehydrated. So I'm trying to be aware of my salt intake because I really don't put salt on anything that I eat. So pickles, great source of sodium. And I love pickles. So I know that was a very, very long story to tell you that I got pickles. I got onions because you always got to have onions around in case you feel I need to make something. I almost call these artichokes. They're not artichokes. They are avocados. So I have some in the fridge that are ready to eat, but I got these like hard as a rock avocados that I will eat with my chicken in a can in a salad, which will consist of, y'all see how things are coming together here? Some salad mix. I got the good salad mix. I got, okay, things aren't quite as together as I was trying to pretend. I got tomatoes and cucumbers. So I will use my vegetable choppy thing, chop up my tomatoes and cucumbers and celery. I have celery, I didn't buy any more celery. But throw that in with my spring mix, mix my chicken in a can and avocados together, and use 1 tablespoon of, sorry about that, use 1 tablespoon of Hidden Valley Ranch, light ranch dressing with my homemade light buttermilk dressing. The light buttermilk dressing is 0 points. The light ranch, and no bites, no nothing. The light ranch dressing is 1 point or 1 bite per tablespoon. So I have 1 tablespoon of that. Mix it all up in my salad and it is delish. And y'all, that is plenty of dressing. And all of that together is 1 point. Now I have to count bites for the chicken, but that's fine because it is a whole lot of food. I got apples, bananas, and oranges. I got Tostitos salsa. Hang on, let me move y'all. Because I'm like looking backwards over my shoulder to talk to you. I got Tostitos salsa and Tostitos chips, because y'all, sometimes I just want some crunchy chips, and the intern will eat those, and they're better than potato chips. I got, of course, my carrot chips. I got the fancy lettuce from my sandwiches. I forgot to tell y'all about that when we were looking at sandwich stuff. Now I'm like all out of order. I don't know what I didn't talk about yet. Oh, of course I got my monk fruit Splenda. And this is all a theme right here. There's the other bag of beans. I got black beans. These are my canned stuffs. I got black beans and black eyed peas, of course. But I also got chickpeas, sun-dried tomatoes. Y'all are still not where I need you to be. Sun-dried tomatoes, and my monk fruit sweetener goes with that because y'all know what we're gonna make. We're gonna make hummus because I know we've done it together before, but y'all, I'm out of hummus. Some bad decisions have been made, and this is just how we roll. We're gonna make hummus. So, and that's honestly about it, I think. Those are all my groceries. I got I'm not gonna swing y'all over onto that counter because it's just messy. I got a rotisserie chicken because I have about a 2-hour break this afternoon, but then I go straight into working again this evening. I teach classes. I have like evening classes tonight to teach. So I'm gonna cut up this chicken. I'm gonna eat some of it, and y'all know how we do. I'm gonna leave it out on the counter, and the intern will like snack on it like a little squirrel, just like picking at stuff. Because if I tell him I'm making him chicken for dinner, he'll be like, I don't want chicken for dinner. But if I just leave chicken out and he's walking around hungry, he'll just like snack on the chicken. So rotisserie chicken for that. And that's it. So I'll tell you what, let me put up these groceries before all of my frozens thaw. I'm gonna boil those chickpeas because, y'all, here's why I'm out of hummus. Here's why I so often run out of hummus, is because I get all up in my head and I think I have to cook my chickpeas before I make my hummus because it's so much smoother, which it really is. You don't have to do that, but I really like it with my chickpeas cooked. So I'm gonna boil my chickpeas, pull off the like little husk things on them, get them all ready, and then I'll come back, we'll make hummus and we'll try it because Lord, is it delicious. So let me get these put up, let me get that done, and I'll be back.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo. Set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 So life ain't easy, yo, I think there's a reason though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. I always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they rot. Head full of flies, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken, I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation.
Oh, y'all, I was busy while y'all were gone. I did a quick workout while I cooked my chickpeas for my hummus, and I gotta tell you this, the intern came, I was gonna say running outside. He didn't come running outside, but he came out in the garage all like in a huff and said, you got something cooking on the stove, while I was doing my workout. Like I forgot I had chickpeas boiling on the stove. I was like, I know, honey, I got it, it's fine. Anyway, so I boiled 4 cans of chickpeas, y'all, but I boiled them for, normally I do 20 minutes. I did about 24 minutes because I was working out in the garage. So boiled the chickpeas, pulled, if you've ever boiled chickpeas, you know what I'm talking about. There's this like, kind of like, I don't know, huskish bit on them. Pulled that all off, split them back up. So now I have 2 bowls of 2 cans of chickpeas each. I'm gonna start off with the chocolate hummus, which is so simple. And that is 1/8 of a cup of cocoa. And y'all know I've been using remember I got that Walmart brand cocoa? Well, I've been using that, but I want to use up the rest of this Hershey's cocoa. So I'm going to use this. So it's 1/8 of a cup per can of chickpeas. So I'm going to put in 1/4 of a cup of cocoa. That's easy math. Can y'all hear that? So little fella Daisy is in here up under my feet where she always is. Bo is outside. He thinks he has something cornered. The intern has his side-by-side out there and the front wheels are off. He's got it up on like a jack stand or something. And the furry felon Bo thinks he's got something cornered up underneath it. I think probably what happened was he was chasing a chipmunk or something and ran it up under the four-wheeler, and the chipmunk just kept going, and Bo thinks he's got it cornered under there. So he's running around that thing just whining, will not come in the house. So I'd messed with him for a minute, and finally I was like, just stay here, I don't care. So anyway, if you hear that dog whining, I'm not beating my dog. He's out there running around trying to catch a chipmunk that I don't think is actually there. So anyway, 1/4 of a cup of cocoa. And I don't know, let's do 2 good scoops. So what's that, 1/8 of a cup? Let's do 3 good scoops. I'm using of course, my monk fruit Splenda. And I'm gonna go ahead, that dog is gonna have a heart attack, y'all. Now you see why he is lucky to be alive after that encounter. I almost said encounter with a cougar. It was not a cougar, it was a coyote. But why he's lucky to be alive, because this is his attitude. Go ahead and put in some vanilla. And just a splash of whatever your milk of choice, let's try that again. Whatever your milk of choice is, I'm of course using Silk, the just plain old regular Silk unsweet almond milk. And I'm going to put the top on this thing, go ahead and get it started. And then I'm going to just gradually add some more milk to get it to the consistency that I want. And y'all, that's it. That's the whole recipe. So let me do this and I'll be back. And that's that, y'all. I'm gonna give it a taster, but I'm gonna do my standard caveat, which is that this stuff is much better once it's cold. So if you make it and you taste it and you're like, oh, that's weird, it's a little weird, but it's really good when it's cold. So hang on, I gotta give the felons a bite of my banana or they will lose their little minds. And like I said, I'm gonna taste this even though it's way better cold. It's so good. It's amazingly good for how simple it is. And it's 0 points and 0 bites. If you count other things, I can't help you. I don't know how many calories or whatever other things one might count. I don't know how many of those it is, but I know it's 0 points and 0 bites. So let me scoop this out of here, put it in a bowl, put it in the fridge, and I'll be right back and we'll make our regular veggie dipping hummus and then we're out. So y'all hang on. All right, now we're gonna do sun-dried tomato hummus for dipping our veggies. And we're gonna start again with 2 cans of cooked chickpeas, but this time I have a jar of, did y'all hear that? A jar of sun-dried tomatoes in oil. And you can use, I scared my dog. You can use the like dried ones in the pouch, but I just feel like these, when you like whir them up, these just whir up better. And it's so little, I mean, there's like calories and junk in the oil, but there's just so little oil compared to like the volume of what we're making. It's just no big deal. So I'll put in a whole bunch of sun-dried tomatoes. I use about half the jar. And then the other half of the jar always sits in my fridge and goes gross. So I really should just make like a, I guess this is a double batch. I should just make a quadruple batch and be done with it, but I never do. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put in a bunch of stuff all at the beginning. So sun-dried tomatoes, 2 cans of chickpeas. We'll put in, I use a bunch of garlic, y'all, like fending off the vampires amount of garlic. And the last time we made this, remember I was out of tahini and I blamed the intern. I said that I thought he got in the fridge and found my jar of tahini and it was probably expired because whoever uses like a whole jar of tahini, and I said he probably saw it was expired and threw it away. Then I got to thinking about it. I think I just used it all. So now I feel bad for trash talking the intern, but now my lemon juice is gone from the fridge. And I really don't think I used the whole jar of lemon juice, but I'm not going to blame the intern. I'm just saying. But anyway, normally I would put, I got to mix up this because this is a new jar, so I got to mix it up. Normally I would put lemon juice in here too, but somehow I don't have any lemon juice. So anyway, if you do actually have lemon juice, you can put that in here. I don't. But I do have this fresh, delicious new jar of tahini. So, all right, I think I mixed that up pretty well. Let me get in here and get a good dollop of this. All right, so we have sun-dried tomatoes, garlic, tahini, and our chickpeas. And I'm going to throw in a good healthy splash of just plain old Frank's Red Hot. That's too much. That's too much, y'all. I can smell that. Oh, that's going to be good. So I'm going to start this going, and when I boiled my chickpeas, I reserved a can, like the liquid from one of the cans. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little of that in there. But I don't want too much, and there's a lot of liquid in here. So that's all of that I'm going to put in for now. Let's taste this. I might add some more of those. Oh, that does look good. I might add some more sun-dried tomatoes. We'll see. Hang on. Let's give it a taster. You know what? I do know I'm going to want some salt in there. I never salt this while I'm making it. I always just add salt when I eat it. But hang on. Let me carrot the felons. No, I don't need anything else. I'm going to let it whir a little more, and then I'll be back. And we'll finish it up. That is very tasty. It's got just enough sun-dried tomato in it, and that Frank's hot sauce. I always put Frank's in it, but I might have put a little bit much this time. And that garlic, oh, it's good. Y'all, that is good. All right, here we go. All right, let's try again. Oh, look how pretty that is, y'all. That's lovely. I'm trying to get it where you can see it. It has spun itself straight out of camera view. A little salt. All right, this is going to be a big old bite. Here we go. That is exceptionally good. Oh, and there's that just a little bit of a back kick from that Frank's Red Hot. I'm endorsing this. This is good. See how that's it? We're going to get out of here. We have our hummus. So now I can make better choices in my snacking. Y'all know I love a little bit of protein in a snack. So when I eat fruit like bananas, apples, I will dip them in my chocolate hummus. Y'all, I'll even take, like if I'm having a legit sweet tooth, I will take chocolate hummus and spread it on a graham cracker and just eat that. It is so good. So I feel like I am like prepared to do better now that I have my hummuses, my hummus flavors back. Of course, I generally either do a sun-dried tomato hummus or a roasted red bell pepper hummus. If you do the roasted red bell pepper one, I just buy, of course, like the roasted red bell peppers in a jar or whatever. But there's a lot of liquid in those. So if you make the roasted red bell pepper one, be very, very careful what other, like how much of the reserve liquid you put in with that, because it will get soupy fast. Ask me how I know. Anyway, this is a great way to bulk up a veggie snack, or y'all, I will eat salad with a side of salad. I will have a salad with like, you know, my chicken and avocado and all of that in it with my carrot chips on the side, dipped in my hummus and 0 Point ranch dip. So I will have salad for lunch with a side of salad right along with it, or I will have these when I have hummus and all of this stuff made up. I'm far more likely to have carrot chips with a sandwich for lunch over tortillas and Tostito chips was having a fight in my brain is what you saw just happen there. But I'm more likely to have these over those if I have this and hummus that I can have with my sandwich. So these just help me make better choices, and I try to keep them around. And typically, like, I will run out of the chocolate hummus before the veggie one, so I don't have to make 4 freaking cans of chickpeas at a time. So anyway, I know y'all are like, are you seriously still talking? I'm not. Y'all, thank you so much for coming over to the new channel. Let us know in the comments, you saw my grocery haul. What do you have to have on your grocery haul? And what do you have to keep in the fridge to make you feel like you're prepared to make good choices? Let us know in the comments. Y'all, thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you made it this far and followed me over to the new channel, we are most definitely friends. So go ahead and like this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Please definitely subscribe to help us out in the algorithm, and hit that notification bell so you can keep up with the shenanigans. I upload food and fitness videos over here at the beginning of every week, with some book videos over on Fit Danielle Reads sprinkled in between. See you on the next one.